Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we'll have problem number 13. Problem number 13 is about to swap the numbers that the user gonna insert them through the console screen. The user gonna insert two numbers through the console screen and we want to swap them. Alright, first we'll print them as they are. For example, if the user insert 10, 20, we want to print them. For example, we will say the numbers are number 1 store inside the number 10, number 2 store inside the number 20, and after that I want to swap them and print the same text. The numbers are number 1 instead 10 store inside it already 20, and number 2 instead 20 store inside it number 10. Let's go to see how we're gonna solve this problem. First we have here read numbers, same like the previous problems, and num1 num2 in its parameters with by ref. Alright, and just inside it to display this question to the user to collect the numbers. And we have this procedure, swap numbers. This is the procedure, it will swap the numbers, and we take num1 num2 also by ref. Why by ref? Because we want the compiler, after we swap the number, take the original variables with its values. After we already changed the values inside it, we swap them and print them again after we swap them. For that, we have to make the num1 num2 with the procedure of swap numbers by ref also, not just the read numbers. Also here we have to make it by ref the variables of swap numbers procedure. Alright, so let's open it, see what is the logic inside it. First we define integer data type and we declare a variable, we name it temp. Temporary, it stands for temporary. Alright, we want like empty variable to use it for swapping numbers. So we say temp, that it's empty, equal num1. We said when we use equal operator one time, not equal, one time, when we use one time equal, we assign the value of the variable num1 to the next variable, like here. Temp, it's empty, but we said equal num1, so we take the value that is stored inside num1, which is for example 10, we store it inside temp variable. So num1 now it's empty. We said num1 equal num2. We take num2. Let's say that the user insert num2 number 20. We take number 20. We store it inside num1 because num1 already empty. We take its value. We store it inside temp. And num2 now also it's empty. So we say temp, which is the value of number 1 that we already stored it in the beginning here up inside temp. We take it, the value of number 1 that we stored inside the temporary temp variable. We put it back to num2. Like this, we swap the numbers, and in the end we have here a print result. We take num1 1 2 in the parameter and its parameter, and the numbers are, this is string num equal num1 equal, we call num1 slash num2 equal, this is string, we call num2. To compiler print them this style or paradigm, you can use or do any paradigm you want. And here in the main function we define integer data type, we declare this num1 num2 variables. After that, read numbers, we let the compiler read numbers from the user and store them inside num1 num2, and because they are by ref, we will print them here as they are. For example, if the user insert number 10, we store it in num1, it will be printed num1 inside it, or stored inside it number 10. And num2, for example 20, it will be display on console screen number 20, it's stored inside number 2. And after that, we use swap numbers, swap number procedure. When we use it, the compiler will swap for us the numbers, and we have this string, the numbers after swap are, just to display on console screen to know that the numbers after this string are already swapped. So, and after that we print them again, we print them after the compiler swiped. So let's do run, check it out together. Perfect. Please enter number 1, let's say 10. Please enter number 2, let's say 20. The number are num1 equal 20 slash num2 equal 20. That's perfect. Num1 we store inside it 10, that's true, we insert 10 under num1, and num2 we store inside number 20, and this is true. And this is the string that we just created in the main function. The numbers after swap are, the number are num1 already stored inside 20 instead 10. It was 10 here up, now already stored inside 20 because we swapped the numbers. And num2 instead 20, we stored inside it num10. And that was the problem number 13. It was about to swap the numbers that the user gonna insert them through the console screen, and that's how we swap the values or the numbers or anything you want to swap it. You could use this logic, and we'll take more optimized code in the future courses. So that was the problem of today, problem number 13. See you next problem and next lesson. Ciao.